Good morning, students. In continuation with the topic components of balance of payment, where in my previous session I've explained you the first component of BOP, that is current account. So today in this session we will continue the current account and I am going to explain you the estimation of balance related to current account. That means in this session you will be learning how to estimate the current account balance of payment. So children, the current account BOP is estimated in 4 parameters and we will be discussing each parameter one by one. So the first parameter is trade balance. Trade balance, which includes export, which has been denoted by X, and import, which has been denoted by M. So under trade balance, we have trade deficit. Trade deficit takes place when import is greater than export, and trade surplus takes place when export is greater than import. Then the next parameter, children, comes goods and service balance. Now this goods and services balance includes export or import of goods and export and import of non-factor services. Remember, it's a non-factor services. So under this, we deduct import of goods and import of non-factor services from export of goods and export of non-factor services. So under goods and services balance, and with trade balance, we add the balance on account of non-factor services. Then the third parameter is invisible balance. When we talk about invisible balance, we are talking about a balance on non-factor services. Under this, we add balance on income. Now when we talk about balance on income, we are talking about the factor income, that is the factor services. At the same time, we also add balance on current transfers. You remember, current transfers are unilateral transfers which are being done by means of a grant, donation or remittance. Then the fourth parameter is current account balance. How do we estimate it? With trade balance, we add the invisible balance. Now children, here you have to remember certain things which are very important. That is, while estimating trade balance, remember we consider only goods. Only goods. You remember we were talking about trade deficit, trade surplus. So here only goods are being considered. And while estimating goods and service balance, remember we include goods and non-factor services. Then while estimating invisible balance, remember invisible balance includes balance which has been relating to non-factor services, then balance relating to factor services, that is balance on income, and balance on current transfers. Right? Now children, let's see how practically the current account BOP is estimated. So to make you understand, I have taken a data which has been based on a period of 2016 and 17, where economic survey was done in 2017 and 18, and with this data we are going to estimate the current account BOP. So let's see. If you see, there is a table and this table has been divided into 2 columns. On the left hand side we have items and the right hand side we have dollars, that is US million dollars. So children, if you see, the items are export. Export has been given with 280,000 and 138. We have import with 392,580. Then we have invisible net, that is 97,147. Under invisible net you have non-factor services with 67,455. Then you have income with 26,291. And then you have transfers which 55,983. Now with this data we are going to estimate the current account BOP. Now already you know the 4 parameters of current account. So we will be taking one by one each parameter once again with these figures. The first one is trade balance, which says export minus import, which includes both. Remember, it could be a trade surplus, it could be a, let's say, trade deficit. So see, if our export is 280,138, from this figure we are going to deduct our import, that is 392,580, and we get our balance, trade balance is negative, that is 112,442. This means we have a trade deficit. We have a trade deficit because the import is greater than export. Then the next estimation is goods and services balance. And for goods and services balance, you know that with the trade balance, you have to add balance on account of non-factor services. So children, if you see in the item, already non-factor services has been given with 67,455. So we got a trade balance in negative, that is 112,442. In this we add 67455, and we got an goods and services again in negative, that is 44,987. Then a third parameter, remember, it was invisible balance, which says balance on factor services plus balance on income plus balance on transfers. So if we talk about balance on factor services, now balance on factor services is already been given in the data. If you say in the table, non-factor services has been given with 67,455. With this we add balance on income. Now when we talk about this balance on income, it is already been given in the items. Again see income, which is in negative, that is 26,291. So from 67455 we will deduct 26291, and we will add balance on transfers. If we talk about balance on transfer, which is again been given as 55,983 US million dollar, and we get the figure of 97,147 US million dollar. And this is how ultimately we estimate current account balance. Our trade balance was 112,442, which is in negative. In this we add an invisible balance which was around 97,147, and you get your current account balance in negative, that is 15,296 US million dollar. So children, this is how you are able to estimate the current account BOP. But here you have to remember certain things, that export of goods and services are recorded always as positive items. The reason, because these causes flow of foreign exchange into a domestic economy, and import of goods and services are always negative. The reason, because you know very well that these causes a flow of foreign exchange out of the domestic economy. That means all receipts on account of transfers are recorded as positive items, and all payments are recorded as the negative items. So children, this is how we estimate the current account balance of payment.